Welcome back, guys. It is Spring Championship Bracket Qualifier number 1. We have about 25 teams signed up for this first qualifier. Only one will advance to the championship bracket in Anaheim. And so far, we have TVA as our only squad advancing to round number 2. Now we're going to find out, will it be Impulse or will it be Curse in our second matchup? And we're kicking things off right now with game number 1. It's a best-of-5 series as we head into Raid Hardpoint. And Golden Boy, let's go. And we're kicking things off with Impulse Assault.
Secure the objectives.
Kahuna, FaZe, and History are his teammates. And what can you tell me about this Impulse squad?
Well, I know a little bit about FaZe. I've seen him before in Black Ops 1. He's a pretty solid player, but Kahuna's going to be the player to watch for on this Impulse squad. He is a veteran in the game, has been competing for quite some time, I believe since MW2, so lots of talent there. But I'm expecting big things on the other end of that Curse squad with Mutation, by the way, because I'm just not quite sold yet, and he seems to be shutting me up here. He's right now 3-1.
All right, Mutation on our screen. He's up in the laundry. He's got his FAL. He's looking like he's playing the anchor role. Judging by the minimap, you can see Complex, Apathy, and Fatalize all focusing on getting those cutoffs and staying in the hardpoint. Mutation, he's going to be the anchor, trying to get the back spawns for his team. Apathy, he's got to look out for the one player rotating. It's Kahuna. So Kahuna's going to be the one player trying to get Mutation out of his anchor role. We'll see how that battle goes on throughout this one.
You know, I'm just, oh man, Kahuna actually is taken out. So Curse is looking good off the start here, by the way. They're already rotating over to the next hard point, although I think it was a little bit late. I think I only saw one player move, but that might be okay for them because that could be the style of which they're going for. But 3 down right now for Curse, as Fatalize will be the last one that I saw left alive here, and he will be cleaned up as well. So Impulse is looking to come back into this game.
History on a 4-kill streak. We're going to go to him. He was the player coming up behind enemy lines and doing damage. Cleared out all of the Curse players who are respawning back garden area. And History now engaging in a battle, taking fire. He will survive it, gets help from Kahuna. And I'm really liking this Impulse strategy here. They really gave up some time on that first hard point, but since then, they took out all of Curse's anchors. They've locked down the kitchen, and they're up by about 20 seconds because of it.
Sometimes that's the best thing to do, you know. Rambo spoke about this extensively in the past where he said, you know, oftentimes you can give up time in the hard point and just focus on moving on to the next one. You can give up like 60 seconds. It's okay because it's the beginning of the game and you can climb your way right back into it with a couple of well-placed, you know, positioning and some good movement. And I think we're seeing that here with Impulse.
That was a terrible mistake, in my opinion, from History. He put himself out in the open where he's vulnerable. He went for the trophy kill. He got his lightning strike, but could have easily had the sentry gun with just one more kill. Don't know if I agree with that one, and we'll see what he can do a little bit later. FaZe on your screen is also going to be pushing into the garage with Assault. Let's see who wins this garage battle, because in the past, this has been the hill that gives both teams the most amount of points.
Yeah, it's also just because of how far back it is, the positioning, and if you're not smart about it, you could really end up losing a lot of time and a lot of points. And I think that Curse might win that fight because you could see that they're just dominating the kill feed right now.
Mutation, the only player rotating for Curse. He picked off one in the middle of the map, taking his time. He's going to find another one up top. Nice foul shots as he picks up his third kill in a row now. I love what we're seeing out of Mutation. Unfortunately, he finally goes down, but all of that distraction work bought time for Fatalize, who loses his battle at the basketball court. It doesn't matter, though. Curse continues to get great spawns in the top garden, and they will be primed to take over this basketball court in any moment.
Yeah, look for Complex. He does open some stuff up there. Oh, Complex killed his teammate Apathy. That was not a good move because Apathy wasn't a good spot. But it seems like Impulse might just win this one. Good placement, a good positioning, I should say, will pretty much win you this. Because like the back hard point, this is another one that, although it is open and you are susceptible to Hellstorms and Lightning Strikes, it's still a very good place to hold on if you're smart, especially if the other team has no score streaks.
Let's pull up our stats. 12-12 is Assault. History at 12-9. He's the player to watch at the moment, the only one really going positive, but they're up 30 seconds. That just tells you they're playing hardpoint smarter than their opponents, Curse Gaming. And Complex, he's really the player to watch at the moment at 16-10, 3-6. Let's take our screen to him. He's currently inside the basketball hardpoint, going for number 17, and he's going to get it on a diving phase.
That was actually pretty funny. Don't know why the dive happened there, but with the hardpoint moving over, he holds down all that remaining time. Apathy with the control now. He gets into a couple of gunfights there, and he's going to win them, and Curse is going to be able to take the garden hardpoint without a doubt.
Down goes Complex, so no score streaks for him. Fatalized in the hard point now on a 2-kill streak. Feels the pressure from his right. Connects, nice AR. The solid shots with the AN-94 up close and personal, and he's putting this weapon to work. Finally cleaned up, but Apathy is right there to take his spot. Finally, FaZe is going to break in and take control for Impulse.
You know, I can't say better things about this Curse team. I mean, Complex is a really, really solid player. Apathy, I believe, was one of the best players to be playing Modern Warfare 3 when I saw him play. He kind of stopped after a little while, but I'm so glad to see him back into this one. And Fatalize, man, what a talent that dude is. He, you know, comes from New Jersey. He's one of those dudes that you never thought would, he always was like that guy that would be picked up with the top teams, but never actually was on the top team. Good to see him making moves.
I'm on board with Complex right now. I've been watching his rotation. I was also keeping an eye on the minimap. Fatalize and Mutation were working so well together in that back. They locked down the anchor position. Then they sent Fatalize to the hard point. Complex, he's on the opposite side of the map watching red as his teammates were in laundry, and it is total map control here on the ring. I expect Curse to pull away now.
Yeah, with this particular hard point and the way that they're playing it here, and keep in mind, Mutation's on a 7 score streak, Complex is on a 4 score streak, and Mutation very well could get this next kill here. And if he does, and he does so, that is going to make him pretty much, I think he gets all his score streaks now. So he has a Sentry, a Hellstorm, and a Lightning Strike.
Complex
He's
just
pretty
got
much
his too.
Yeah, so he's opened the door here for this team, and I do believe that Curse Gaming could very well take this game #1 here, and we could be moving to a search and destroy on standoff that sees Impulse down in the series 1-0. And with the way that Impulse started, that is an unfortunate situation for them.
There's still a lot of time though. 3 minutes 50 seconds left on the clock.
That is true.
It's really only a 20-second differential. I do have to agree with you though. Curse has all this momentum. The score streaks can be so powerful if used properly. However, the previous score streaks weren't used very effectively by Curse, so to me, it's not a big deal, especially if you can take down those sentry guns.
Yep, and Fatalize needs to go big here, which he does actually get 1 kill, but Impulse wins the kitchen once again. 34 seconds on the hardpoint. That's what I see on my screen that they have left on the clock. That is a lot of time for them to get.
I think I'm about 5 seconds ahead of you on board with FaZe. 24 seconds left on this hard point. And FaZe, he's working with Kahuna extremely well. He's on a 4, make it 5 kill spree. Just saw another player challenging from the middle. Gets him. Did he get the score streaks? He does. So FaZe is going to have a Sentry Gun, Lightning Strike, and Hellstorm of his own to battle back with. However, the rotation is from Curse. There's only one player, and that's Assault, challenging. FaZe, he's going to go ahead and set up the Sentry Gun. That is going to block spawns on the basketball court, as well as take out any players who try and rotate from Garage early. We're going to stay on board with him as it's already been 10 seconds in favor of Curse in the Garage. How does FaZe help his team break this setup?
Can I just say that that is such a smart play? It really was. Just throwing the Sentry Gun right at the back off the start. It's just so smart there. You got to give him credit for the heads-up play because they think that they probably are going to end up losing this hard point there at the bottom Garage. So if they can contest time for as long as possible, that will set them up to be able to come away with the victory by getting control of basketball.
Absolutely. So far, Mutation on a 4-kill spree. It was, I believe, Complex's Sentry Gun that was set up in the Garage. That's finally down. Mutation still has his Hellstorm, still has his Sentry Gun available for the next hard points as well. However, he does have an EMP, so if he needs to, he could take out that Sentry Gun in the basketball court with ease and take over control of that anchor spot. But there's 3 Impulse members to get by. FaZe, History, and Assault are already set up, and History, he's getting hill time at the moment. His team down by 12 seconds.
Yep, and they actually did lose that Sentry, if I'm correct. I have to double check, but yes, they did lose the Sentry already. But still, that was a very heads-up play by them nonetheless. Impulse needs to win this one. But here come the score streaks raining down, but FaZe is going to be able to stay alive inside, waiting to see if anyone's going to challenge from poolside. You are going to see a challenge. FaZe is going to be able to win that gunfight on Complex. And right now, if they can get all this time in the hardpoint bucket, they will be in great shape for the next one.
Use of the Hellstorm here, man.
Indeed.
Just cutting off everyone from poolside, or at least slowing their challenge down. Calls out those locations. He got 2 with that. He's on a 6-kill spree. Probably about 2 kills away from getting a second Hellstorm missile. FaZe doing everything he can at the end of this one as Curse. They're down by 25 seconds with just 52 left on the clock.
That is a scary spot to be in if you're a Curse Gaming. I tell you that right now, man. And if you look at the stats here, you can see that Mutation, he has lived up to the expectations that Curse has wanted him. He's 37 and 25, has been playing great, but you can't ignore FaZe. 4 caps, but 15 defends for this team. Unfreaking believable. That is what you need to win, Puckett.
Mutation Sentry Gun on this final hill may be the trick, though. 202 to 182. The hill's contested. Impulse. They are going to take this one unless Curse can get every last second in history. His 4-piece is going to prevent that from happening. They are going to win this first one. It's just a matter of time. 9 seconds left on the clock. Your stats, 24 and 30 for Kahuna on top with 9 caps for defense. 32 and 31 was history. FaZe, he is there at 29 and 30 and 29 and 32 for assault. So despite getting outslayed, they get the W. And it was really those 16 defense from FaZe and 10 defense from history that did the trick.
Well, you know what? Like you said before, they did get outslayed, but it was key plays that gave them the victory. That is what it's all about. You can go big. You can have these amazing plays. You can drop a 40 bomb, mind you. But if you don't go big when it's necessary, like history did at the end of that game, getting those clutch kills to pretty much prevent Curse from getting any kind of control, you will win the game, and that's what it's all about.
Good stuff from Impulse. They steal game number 1 from Curse. Wow, I'm surprised, man. They're looking good. Can they keep it up, though, and search and destroy? We'll find out after this commercial break.